what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Box Talk with Luis Madrid. Today we're here in Phoenix, Arizona, joined by newly crowned Arizona State champion, Danny Barrios Flores. How you doing today, champ?
Good. Yourself. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for giving me a little bit of time today, man. I really appreciate it. To go ahead and kick us off and just get us started, can you talk to us a little bit about your birthplace and then just kind of what type of upbringing you had?
So I was born in Iowa, Des Moines, and then from Des Moines I moved to Chicago, and then from Chicago I went to Mexico, Chicago, and I moved here in Arizona. I'm 23 years old actually, and I'm a Arizona State champion at 126 featherweight.
So would you consider Phoenix to be home already?
Yeah, it's a hometown for me.
Yeah, for sure. And so as far as getting introduced to boxing, how does that come about? I know you started late. Is that right?
Yeah, I started late.
How does that come about? How did you get introduced to boxing?
Well, I was always a fighter. I would always fight. I would always pick the fights too. I don't know why. I was always a fighter. I used to be that little kid that would talk shit. So I would have to get into fights to back my shit up. And but I got into boxing just so I can get out of trouble, and because I didn't really have a dad, so I was going through a lot. Like my head, it wasn't there. So I got into it, and I just stuck to it, bro. Like it just stuck to me, and I have so much love for the sport.
But is boxing something that you kind of look for by yourself because of fighting a lot, or did somebody tell you about it or something?
My brother told me. He was the one he was like, hey, get into boxing so you can get out of trouble. And I was like, all right.
You remember how old you were around?
I was like 14.
14?
Yeah, 14.
And how long after that do you think you had your first amateur fight?
I was 16 years old.
16?
Actually. Yeah, 16.
So you've been boxing for about like 9 years?
9 years.
Yeah, very cool. And about that amateur career, roughly how many fights did you how many did you win, and did you win any big tournaments or anything like that?
So big tournament was just Golden Gloves, type, state, Vegas, Nevada. I won it there, and I went to national in Louisiana. I lost it there. I had over 64 amateurs, 4 losses and 60 wins.
Okay, for sure. And so, how long after that do you decide to go pro, and why did you go pro when you decide to go pro? Why did you say it's time?
I actually went pro because I was pissed off that I lost my third time. So I was going into Golden Gloves for my third time here in Arizona, and I lost. I was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn pro.
There's a lot of bad politics in the amateurs.
Yeah, a lot. So I decided to turn pro.
Sure. Cool, man. And so speaking about your professional career, I know you jumped off to a hot start. I think you were like 4-0 in the beginning, and then the pandemic hit. I know that young fighters like to stay really active and like to stay really busy. So how did the pandemic affect you personally, as far as your personal life and your boxing career?
It affected me for not fighting. That's it. I had a trainer here, and I had a boxing bag here, and I was just still working and running, and what affected me was just not fighting.
Yeah.
It affected me for not fighting. I think I only fought one time. That was back in February. February 2020. That's when it was early.
Well, it was right before, kind of.
Yeah, right before, and I didn't fight after all until 2021.
You were going crazy doing some TikToks. I remember.
I was doing TikToks. I was bored in the house, bro. I was bored in the house.
You did the JOP?
Yes, I did all of them.
Cool. Sounds good, man. So, you picked up, you went ahead and picked it back up. Looks like recently you became the state champion, which that wasn't recently, literally like a week ago. Yeah. For the people that might have not seen you fight before, how would you describe your fighting style, and how was it to win that first title?
So my fighting style, I like to look a lot. I like to look at Manny Pacquiao and Tank. Like those are the only fighters that I like to look at. Or Lomachenko too. I like his movement. But I look at Manny Pacquiao and Tank, just because Tank has that power and Manny Pacquiao has that movement. And it feels good to be winning my first title. Like it feels amazing, Like it's a blessing, It's everybody's dream, to win the first title, And I know it's not a big title, but it's still a title, Like I can say that. Oh, look, I'm the best in Arizona, 126.
Right. And so you were able to do that. At the end of the day, it is an accomplishment, and then it's something that you got to do in front of your hometown, which as of recently we didn't really have fans, so to have a full house, it was a great event, I'm sure. And then you had a world star style knockout. So
Yeah.
what else do you want?
Yeah.
So,
I had to end it like that, bro. I had to make a statement actually, because everybody thought he was gonna beat me. A lot of people didn't believe me. A lot, like I'm telling you, a lot. A lot of people thought that he was gonna knock me out, and he didn't. On the third round, on the third round, I lost it just so I could feel his power. I didn't feel his power. I wanted to feel his power because a lot of people told me, oh, don't fight him. Oh, he's powerful and this and that, and like it didn't faze me.
you like to take chances and dare to be great, so to speak.
Yeah, and it makes it a good ass fight,
For sure.
Sometimes.
All right, sounds good. And I know you recently became a father. So, speaking about that, what does being a father do to you? Like, what kind of extra motivation does that bring to you?
Bro, it gives me a big motivation actually. Like I didn't like type of motivation where I didn't even want to rest. I didn't want to rest. I wanted to go back to the gym that Monday, like this Monday. Like I want to get back, and my trainer was like, "No, you need to rest. You overworked yourself and you train hard, for this fight. Like you like work your ass off for this fight. So just take the whole week off," which I didn't want to, because like I have my son, I gotta get motivated. I'm more motivated. So me, I just can't wait. I can't wait for Monday. Basically, like I want to get back in the gym already.
So you have that even extra hunger more than before.
Yeah, it is.
For sure. Cool, man. And so I know that you always post on social media that that in 2 to 3 years you feel like you're gonna become a world champion. What makes you so confident in that?
I just have that work ethic. I have that work ethic. At 25 to 26 years old, I think I'm gonna be a world champion. Because of my work ethic and my dedication that I have for the sport.
You're staying busy and climbing up the ranks.
Yeah, I'm actually ranked 31 right now in the USA.
Okay, for sure. Sounds good, man. And so speaking about that, and just kind of speaking about staying motivated and staying dedicated. One thing that a lot of people might not know is that in 2018 you did go away for a little bit of time. The details don't matter, but just in general, I want to ask you, how important is it to kind of pay attention to who's around you and your circle, and just kind of not fall into those things, especially being a professional athlete?
Yeah. Well, it was, to be honest, just stay away from bad influence friends. Don't listen to them, and just just don't be in the wrong crowd. Like myself back in 2019, I was in a bad crowd. I was doing some shit that I wasn't supposed to be doing, but while I was in there, I would run, I was still doing push-ups and stuff like that. But it did affect me. I was down on my low, but like I said, like just being a professional boxer, you gotta just focus on yourself. Later you can go over there and fuck around, but right now, just all you gotta do is just focus on yourself, man. Mm-hmm. Stay away from bad crowd, and don't follow in their footsteps, because it's not good, and it won't put you in a bad place.
For sure. So what do you think? What do you think we can expect for you? Expect from your fighting career for the rest of 2021, and just for the rest of your career in general?
So I have a fight coming up September or October, and then I have another fight coming up either November, December. So we're gonna end the year with 4-0.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
It'll be 8-0.
And then for the rest of your career, hopefully some world titles.
Some world titles. Like I said, ages 25, 26, I'm gonna be a world champion.
For sure. There you go, man. Speak it into existence. I like to hear that.
And I write it down too. Like I write my shit down. Like if you write it down, it puts you more motivated. Like kids, like I tell the kids, like write it down and just keep reading it when you wake up.
And constantly see it.
Just constantly see it.
Yeah. There you go, man. That's good stuff to hear, man. Thank you for sharing that. So to transition into our next segment, I do have 3 fights for you, and I just kind of want to get your take on it, see what you think about these upcoming fights.
Yeah.
So the first fight that I have for you is the Manny Pacquiao versus Spence. What do you think? How do you think that fight goes down?
Damn, man.
You're torn, and then it's 2 southpaws.
Wow. Well, to be honest, Pacquiao too old.
You think so?
Yeah. He's too old, but he's fast. And then Spence, he's just his technique, bro. It's there. He has that power too. So if Spence keeps him out, and don't let him come in, he'll be good. But if Pacquiao's in there bombing on him and shit and moving around like he does, he's gonna win. But to be honest, I got Spence on this one. I know. I look up to Manny, but I got Spence on this one.
Right. Okay. And then the second fight that I have for you is the heavyweights, the Joshua versus Usyk.
I don't really know about Usyk. You know, nah, I don't really know who he is, but I know who Joshua is. I mean, I'm gonna go with Joshua just because I know more about him.
Okay.
But
for sure. And then the last fight is the Fury versus Wilder.
Bro, I like when they fight, bro. They talk a lot of shit, bro. Like they be talking shit. Man, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Tyson, bro, on this one.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty much the same story every fight. It's like Fury's the superior boxer, but Wilder has a puncher's chance. Yeah. So if Wilder lands,
I just don't like Wilder, bro. He swings crazy, man. I would hate to fight him, bro. Like, like he just swings crazy, bro. He's a monster,
right?
But he swings crazy.
Yeah. All right, man. Sounds good. So to finish up, I have it's called 12 rounds of boxing. So it's just a quick little kind of like getting to know you / rapid fire questions, and we'll finish up with that. Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool, man. So the first question that I have for you is, what's the first thought that enters your head when you wake up in the morning? So what's the first thing you think about when you wake up?
Shit. Gotta brush my teeth now.
Or is it different?
I'm gonna be a champion, bro. I wake up, I'm like, oh yeah, new day. Let's go to work. Come back home, go train. You know, that's what I think about. You know, training. That's what I think about training.
Question number 2 is, what is a Danny Barrios music playlist like? So if we take your phone and we just kind of shuffle Spotify or whatever, Apple Music, what are we gonna run into?
Like Mexican music, bro. Mexican music, hip hop. I like a lot of. I like
Some reggaeton.
Some reggaeton, you know, get it in there, you know. It's in there. Everything's in there.
Can you work out to reggaeton?
Actually, yeah, bro. Jump roping, yeah, because you know it goes, you know, it has a little rhythm and shit. And like shadow boxing, yeah, I can get it.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a working out.
But most of it is like some corridos.
Some corridos and some like I listen to a lot of Mexican music.
Cool, man. Question number 3 is, who gave you the nickname Carita?
My friends, bro. Well, they call me Little Face. Like all my friends call me Little Face just because you know I have a baby face and they all look grown and shit. So and then well they just started calling me Little Face and Carita, so that's how I got it from my friends.
I thought you were just like conceited or something.
Bro, if I was conceited, bro, I just take pictures and shit. Nah.
El guapo.
Nah.
All right. Question number 4 is, what is your favorite thing to eat after weigh-ins?
Pasta.
Pasta?
Tomato pasta.
Yeah, he didn't even hesitate. He went
tomato, bro. Tomato pasta, bro. Tomato.
So
that's the first that I always eat tomato pasta.
Yeah.
Chicken, shrimp, and then pasta, fire, bomb. And then with some mineral water,
it doesn't like slow you down a little bit. It doesn't make you kind of sluggish after.
For this fight, I didn't overeat. I stayed at 132 from 130. That's where I wanted to be at. I don't want to go up to like 138 and shit. So I stayed at 132 and be light.
For sure.
So I didn't overeat. And right now I'm not overweight either, so I feel good.
Here you go. Question number 5 is, are you a big fan of any other sports outside of boxing? Do you watch any other sports?
Baseball.
Baseball.
Casino on screen.
That doesn't count, I guess.
Football.
Yeah. You have any favorite teams?
Golf. I be golfing too.
Do you watch anything though?
Yeah, I do.
Cool, man. Question number 6 is, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Liars and people that eat with their mouth open, bro.
Okay. Question number 7 is, what is your favorite holiday and why?
I like Christmas, bro, because you get to spend time with your family and people that you don't see for a while. You know,
right.
Like it's a good feeling. But except for the shopping and shit, getting everybody presents. I like Christmas, bro, and all like the scents and like peppermint and all that. I like it.
Yeah. Have you ever had to like sacrifice for Christmas, where like you have a fight coming up and you can't have
for 2020? For February, I didn't eat no tamales, pozole, I didn't eat any of that.
Nothing.
Nothing. I was
No
mad.
champorrado.
Nothing. I was mad.
No buñuelos. All right. Let's see. Question number 7. No, I asked that one already. Question number 8 is: what was your favorite cartoon as a child, or if you didn't watch cartoons, your favorite?
Remember
show?
that cartoon? The cartoon's called Ed and
Eddie
Eddie.
Cartoon
That was my
Network.
favorite. That was my favorite. You know, dumbass people. Damn, that shit was funny, bro. That was my favorite.
For sure. Let's see. Question number 9 is: who's your favorite boxer of all time?
My favorite boxer of all time would be Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao, for sure. And then let's see. Number 10 is: what is the worst job you've ever had to work?
Dick's Sporting Goods, bro. Oh hell no. That was the worst job. Yeah, I was a stock. So I would stand like on the side and I would wait for boxes to come to me. I put them on pallets. That shit was boring.
So it was boring or it was hard?
It was boring, bro. And then I would stack them up and that shit was dropping. I had to pick them back up. I'm just damn, man. I hate this job. so I called my manager, bro. My boxing manager, like, hey, just put me back in construction. So
For sure.
yeah.
All right, man.
And I only did it just so like, you know, so I can like not kill myself, but at the end of the day, you know, like every job's gonna be killing you and shit.
Yeah.
But
And for this one, I guess this one's gonna be more of a shout out because I already know what you're gonna say. It's gonna be a biased answer, but what's the best Mexican food in Phoenix?
the best Mexican food in Phoenix is Taqueria El Fondador.
Yeah, that's one of the sponsors.
Bro, like that shit is fire. Like I can eat their taco shrimps with queso and it's fire. I like dorado too. It's different style of Mexican, like mariscos and shit,
Yeah.
but Mexican food, it's their beans, rice,
Can you eat shrimp tacos in camp? Or maybe like in the beginning?
greasy in the beginning. Nah, to be honest, when I get into camp, bro, shit, I go to Walmart, buy chicken, buy everything that I need, cause I know for a fact if I don't buy no meal prep shit, I'm gonna want to eat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna want to eat whatever my mom has to eat. So I go to Walmart and buy my stuff.
Do you make it on your own?
I make it on
for the
my
most
own.
part? Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
I make it all on my own.
Cool, man. And then let's see. The last and final question that I have is: where would you like to build your dream home?
Texas.
Texas.
I would love to go there. I have a lot of good whatever how you say it. A lot of good people that know what they're doing out there. I don't know if you guys seen it, but them houses out there are badass.
Yeah, there's a lot of land out there. It's a lot cheaper.
Too. Yeah, but I would like to stay here too. You know, I don't mind staying here. You know.
You could build too.
Here, yeah.
For sure. All right, man. Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for giving us some time today, man. I really appreciate it. Before we let you go, do you have any last words for your family, supporters, fans, and do you have any social media that you want to give out?
Yeah. First, I just want to thank to all my supporters and my family and everybody that supported me. Want to thank Luis for having me here and Raymond for having me here. But you can follow me on Barrios Flores and all my social medias.
There you go. Thank you so much for joining us today for another episode of Box Talk with Luis Madrid. God bless.
Thank you.